So this is from the Government of Canada website. I have logged into my GC Key portal account through which I am going to show you how I can fill visa application form IM 5257 for Canada visitor visa. So this is your main document that you need to upload. Other than this, there are other supporting documents also that you need to upload. First, I'll take you through IM 5257 form. I'll show you line by line how you can fill it, and then we'll in brief discuss about other supporting documents as well. So first thing that I need you to do is that I need you to click on this link. So this is clickable. So if you click on it, you will be able to download this visa application form. So once you download the IM 5257 visa application form, this will look something like this. This will ask you personal detail question. This will ask you question about your passport, about your nationality, about your marriage, another question about why you want to visit Canada. Now this is the visa application form that I've already filled in, but I'll take you line by line how you can approach this visa application form as well. First question is UCI, which is optional, so you can ignore that. Second is I want service in. This is the language that you want service in. I have answered English. Visa requested. So we are applying for visitor visa, therefore it will be visitor visa over here. Now this is the personal details section. So it will ask you for your given name and your family name. Let us say for the purpose of this video, my name is John Smith. John is my given name, which is my main name, and Smith is my family name, which is my surname. You can see that it is marked asterisk over here, which means your family name or your surname is mandatory. Also, it should exactly match how it is on your passport. But there is one catch. Let us say if on your passport you have only one name, so you need to mention it on your family name section because family name is mandatory. So if you have only one name on your passport, even if it is your given name, mention it under family name section. Next question, have you ever used other names? So if you are known by other name as well, so you can click on yes over here, and then you need to mention your surname and your given name over here. In my case and in most people case it will be no, so I'm clicking on no. My gender is male, so I have selected male. My date of birth, you can select your date of birth, year, month and day. I was born in Kolkata, so I have selected Kolkata. My country is India, so I have selected India. Again, this detail should match on what is on your passport. I am citizen of India, so I have selected India. Now this question is asking you about your current country or territory of residence. So if your current country is not your home country, let us say if you are let us say Dubai, and you are working in Dubai for the past 1 year, then you can mention Dubai as your territory of residence. You are a worker over there, you can mention worker, and from which date till which date you are there, you can mention it over here, from to date. So you can see if I mention worker, this field will become editable, but if I mention over here citizen, this field will not be editable. So if you are not working in any other country, if you are in your home country itself, you can mention, for example, India, you are a citizen and you do not need to fill the from to details. Now this section, previous countries or territory of residence, if you can see, this is asking if you have lived in any other country in the past 5 years for more than 6 months. So if you have been to any other country for, let us say, for a week or two, you do not need to mention it over here. But if you have in the past 5 years lived in any country for more than 6 months, again, for example, you have lived in Dubai for 8 months, so in that case you need to mention it over here that you have lived in Dubai. You need to mention the status, that what you were doing there, if you were a worker, if you are a student, and then you need to mention from to the date on which you were there. But again, if you have not been to any country in the past 5 years, haven't stayed for more than 6 months, just mention no. Remember that you do not need to mention about the point 7 that we have already mentioned India. So if you have lived in India all your life, point 7 covers that, and in point 8 you do not need to mention that. It is for other country other than your country of citizenship. Point 9, country or territory where you are applying. So from wherever you are applying this visa application, you need to mention about that country, and if that country is same as the point 7 country, that is India, just mention yes. So here it is mentioned same as current country or territory of residence, so yes. So you do not need to mention anything over here because this is same as the country where you are currently residing and you've already mentioned it on line 7. So just mention yes and move on. Your current marital status, I am single, so I have selected single. If you select married over here, then you need to give these details as well. In that case, you need to give the date on which you got married. You need to give your spouse's name and surname, but let us just select single for the purpose of this video. Move on. Next question, point 11. Have you previously been married or in a common law relationship? No. So move on. Since I have selected I am not married, I am single, and I have not been previously married as well, so I'll just select no over here. Again, if you select no, no need to give any details. Language, so here you need to select your native tongue. I have selected Urdu. You can select any language that you speak. Are you able to communicate in English or French? I am able to communicate in English, so I have selected English. Next question is, have you taken a test from a designated testing agency to assess your proficiency in English or French? No, not required. So even if you select no, that is fine. Passport, so this is my passport number. Obviously you need to give your passport number. Country or territory of issue, from where my passport was issued is India. You can click here and select the country from where your passport was issued. Issued date and expiry date, again this will be mentioned on your passport, so just you need to mention that date over here. Question 5 and 6 is not applicable if you are not from Taiwan and Israel, so for others this is not applicable. National identity document, so if your country has national identity document, you need to select yes, give document number, country of issue, and issue and expiry date. For Indians, most people give Aadhaar card information over here, but trust me, that is not required because I don't think that is our national identity document as of now. So even if you select no, that should be perfectly fine. US PR card, so if you have United States permanent residency, in that case you can select yes. If you do not have US permanent residency, select no. Now this part is the contact information part. So if you are filling your visa application yourself and if you want to receive communications like biometric request or passport request on your own email address, then you should give your own email address over here, and also you should give your own mailing address and your own residential address over here. But let us say that a representative is filling your visa application for you, so at this point, so if that is the case, you can indicate their email address and their mailing address, because if any correspondence, any communication is sent, it will be on their mailing address and their email address. So this current mailing address, if you are doing it yourself, fill your current mailing address where you want any communication if you want to receive. But if any representative is doing it for you, you can give their mailing address over here. This part, residential address, is the address where you are currently staying. So if it is same as the above mailing address, in that case you can select yes. But if your mailing address and the residential address where you are staying is different, for example your mailing address is the address of your representative and your residential address is where you are currently living, select no and give your own address over here. All right. And also sometimes what happens is that we want our mailing address to be different from our residential address. So our residential address could be somewhere else, but we want to receive any communication on a different address. So if that is the case, again you can give a different mailing address and different residential address. Telephone number, if your telephone number is outside of Canada and US, select on other. Country code, give and the telephone number, and it is type residence. Alternative telephone number, not required. Fax number, not required. If you want to give, you can give both these details. Email address, give your email address if you are doing it yourself, or your representative email address if he is doing it for you. Scroll down. Purpose of my visit, so if your purpose of visit is tourism, select tourism. If your purpose of visit is family visit, if you are going to visit your family, select family visit. Let me select just tourism for this video, but again you can select any of these. So if you're applying for super visa, you can select for super visa as well. So I will be selecting tourism. How long you plan to stay? I've selected for 12 days, so you can select for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But if you are going on tourism, obviously it doesn't make sense to be going on tourism for 2 months. So 2 to 3 weeks is fine. If you are going for tourism, obviously you should have funds to show it to them. So whatever fund is available with you, update it over here, but you will need to show it to them that this fund is available with you. I have shown $7,500. You can show 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, whatever is available with you. Name, address and relationship of any person or institution I will visit. Again, if you are going for tourism and if you do not know anyone in Canada, you can mention the place that you are going to visit. So I have mentioned this national park that I will be visiting, and I've mentioned the address. But if you are going to visit your family members, you can mention your family members details over here. Now this question is about your post-secondary education, and also remember that it is asking you to give your highest level of post-secondary education. So if your highest level is MBA, you need to give details about your MBA. If your highest level is BCom, you need to give details about your BCom. So I have given my BCom details over here. It was from 2014 till 2017. Field of studies commerce, city is Kolkata, university name and country or territory. Next part is employment. So remember that you should not be leaving any gaps, and it should be for the past 10 years. So let us say that we are in 2023 as of now. So from 2013 till 2023 you should not be leaving any gaps. So from 2013 to, let us say, 2017 July, I was a student, so I mentioned my current activity as a student. City is Kolkata, university and country. So from 2017 till 2023, let us say that I have been unemployed. So I will select unemployed. I will also update unemployed over here. But if you have been working in this period, obviously you should not be unemployed for 6 straight years. It will be very difficult to get visa also if that is the case. So if you are working anywhere, if you're working as an auditor, so you can remove this and you can type auditor over here. All right, and then in the company section you can talk about the company that you're working for example Deloitte, PwC or any company. For the purpose of this video, I'll just keep it unemployed over here. Scroll down. Now this section is about your background information. It will ask you question about your health, your security related questions. So first question is about tuberculosis. So I haven't had tuberculosis, so no. Second question is about mental disorder. I haven't had that as well, so I'll select no. Part 2 is about have you ever remained beyond the validity of your status or worked without authorization in Canada? No. Have you ever been refused a visa or permit, denied entry or ordered to leave Canada or any other country or territory? So it's not just about Canada, it is about other country as well. So if you have had US visa refusal, UK visa refusal, even if that is the case, you should select yes and then you need to give details over here. So if any of part 2 question is yes, A, B, C, if any is yes, you need to mention details over here in this section. Again, for me it is no, so I'll select no. If it is yes for you, select yes and give detail. Remember to answer these questions truthfully and honestly. Have you previously applied to enter or remain in Canada? No for me. Part 3, have you ever committed, been arrested for, been charged with or convicted of any criminal offense? No. Did you serve in military, militia? No. Have you ever been a member of political party which has engaged in violence? No. Witnessed ill treatment of civilians? No. Alright, so do you consent to be contacted by CIC? Yes. Give date on which you are applying and then your signature. So for signature part, what you can do is that you can take a printout of this application and hand sign it, but sometimes it messes with the barcode. So when we have completed this application, what we will do is that we will validate it. So when you validate it, it will generate a barcode. So sometimes when you take a printout of this application and signed it with your hand, it sometimes messes with your barcode. So second option is that you can just manually type it over here like this, your full name. And then once you have updated, once you have filled everything on this visa application, you can see validated, it is showing no over here. All right, but once you fill everything, click on validate. Okay, so once you validate this, this will change to yes, it got validated, and it will generate barcode for you. So this is how that barcode will look like. So now that you have filled this visa application form, you will save it. Now once you have filled your IMM 5257 visa application form, you need to come on this page, click on upload file and upload that document. Remember, it should not be more than 4 MB. Other than your main visa application form that you have just uploaded, there are other supporting documents also that you need to upload. This will depend subject to individual. There will be different documents. For example, this is strictly from the perspective of a tourist. So these are the general documents that a tourist needs to upload. If you are a visitor, you may need to upload additional document, for example, invitation letter. But if you are a tourist, you need to upload your passport. For your passport, you need to upload your first page, your last page, and also you can upload any pages with stamps, visas, or marking. This reflects your travel history. All right. Next document is proof of means of financial support. Most important document here is your bank statement. So upload your bank statement here. If you want to upload additional document as well, these are the list of the documents that you can upload. For example, your pay stubs, your pay slips, your employment letter. This shows that you are financially capable, right? So if you file your income tax return, this shows that you are financially capable, you pay income tax. This also shows that you have some connection to your home country. You have employment, you file tax return, maybe you have a business. So these are things that strengthen your visa application. If you have asset in your home country, get it valued, upload that as well. So these are the documents that you can read, and depending on which documents you have, you can upload it. But your bank statement is the most important document, and you should be uploading it. You can also upload any document that shows how much investments you have in your country. Digital photo, so upload your passport size photo. So purpose of travel, so here it is mentioning that you need to upload your flight ticket departing from Canada, your travel itinerary, example, your hotel booking, but these are not mandatory. All right, so you do not need to upload your flight tickets, you do not need to upload your hotel reservations. If you can have hotel reservation, but if that is refundable, then you can get your hotel booking done and upload it. What you can upload in this purpose of travel section is your cover letter. In that cover letter, you will mention everything about your visit, why you are visiting, how long will you be visiting, where you are visiting, and how much fund you have with yourself, and all those details, and then upload it in this section. Other than this, this is your family information section. So similarly, for what we have done for IMM 5257, updated all the answers. Similarly, for family information, click on this, download this document, update all the questions that is asked about your family members, and upload it over here in this section. These are the optional document section. Remember, your file size should not exceed 4 MB. So let us say that you were not able to upload income tax return or employment related other documents in this section. You can upload it in client information section as well. And then you can click on this link, and then you can update the details asked on application for a temporary resident visa made outside Canada and upload it over here. Once you upload all these documents, $100 is your visitor visa fees and $85 is your biometric fees. Pay the fees, you will receive a biometric instruction letter, and then you will receive passport request. So this is how you can apply for Canada visitor visa if you are going to visit your family members. or you can apply for Canada tourist visa if you are just going there simply for tourism. If you like how I have explained this, please subscribe to my channel and please mention in the comment section why are you going to visit Canada and which place you are going to visit in Canada. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. Thank you so much.